Hi guys. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. You're doing well today. So first things first, I want to give you a warning. This may not be appropriate for all ages. So the video is what I've learned from my breakup. Okay, so let's get straight into the big boobs and big butt conversation. So what led to this relationship in the first place? Well, what led to it is boredom. Yes. Yeah, you know me guys, I don't like lust. I'm just like every other normal, hormone-raging, sex-driven guy out there. I'm just a regular guy. This was during my rebellious time, yeah. Oh yeah, during this time, lust was all I thought about. So, I had come back from boarding school, got suspended, / ran away, / they sent the police to go out looking for me. With the sirens, beep, beep, beep. There were no sirens, just red and blue lights. It was nighttime, and in a far place like amongst farms. And I was running, under the night sky, crawling and stuff in Limpopo, which is a place in South Africa. Shout out to my warriors, shout out to my pet lion Simba. I'd come back home into Botswana, which is where we were staying at the time. I'd become a bit of a rebel, being disrespectful to my parents, to my brother as well. Kind of having the attitude like, if you mess with me, I will do something to you. I will do something to you. Kind of like that attitude. I'm sure you might have gone through the same type of phase. Phases. Now, when I was back at home, I was going through the texting type of thing. And I remember typing, it was I'm not sure if you guys had this where you're from, or if you remember the whole BBM BlackBerry chat system app. During that time when that was big and booming, typing in my status, I think I need a girlfriend. Biggest mistake. I had been chatting with this one girl amongst my other contacts. She was asking me about my story, like where I came from, what happened at boarding school. I replied and I sent her essay after essay. I was looking at this girl's pictures and I was saying, she seems nice. Eventually we got into a relationship, a long distance relationship, text relationship. What led to this, right?
Hello, who's there?
Now, this relationship started out of boredom. No offense. If you're watching the video, no offense. It's on my side. Out of lust. Definitely the wrong motives were in my heart. After a while, our relationship was, going into sending voice notes and stuff. And a lot of dirty talk. I'm sure you can imagine what that's like. Eventually, I broke up with her. I was keeping my first kiss for her. When I broke up with her, I was like, I'm too much of a sensitive guy. Let me harden myself. Let me harden my heart a bit. Let me give away my first kiss that I was keeping for a girl I wanted to marry. Can you believe it? So when we moved back to Botswana. Yeah, we had moved to Durban. They had the swimming pool. I speak about it in another video. I think the video's name is It's About What Porn Will Do to You. So yeah, we went back from Durban into Botswana. Now on our way there, I met a woman in the mall where she was working. Gave my first kiss to a 25-year-old. I gave my first kiss to a 25-year-old woman. Now for those of you who feel I don't have the authority to speak on this topic. See you, Caleb. And the unsatisfactory nature of indulging in the pointless pleasure and the empty void feeling that it leaves you with. You will find yourself surrounded by all kinds of different temptations and things that will try to grab your attention and move you into a paradigm shift where you believe that every single thing around you will distract you from your main goal. Now, for those of you who feel I don't have authority to speak on this topic, come with me guys, let's take a look at my lifestyle back then. I had long forgotten by myself and who I was. I'm by myself, my crew is up. I tie myself to who and what and who can do it for me. If I do, who would I be? Surely I'm the dude. Mission trip. Introduction, did a bit of suction when I was a little bit of a kid, but nothing. You was with your crew, but now I'm ruling in the school. It's done. Woo! I see you guessing. I see pretense. Answer this question: who is the king and he the king? I came in the game, maintain that way that I flame on the page. Ain't say my name with a gang, but I bang bang games when I came in the vicinity. They said I'm here, can be a better king when they heard me spit. They were like, dude, I mean, dang, dang, dang. Well, I'm calling. I don't know why she not picking up the phone and she done told me she got exams and periods. She just showed me she don't got time for me, but she cheated before that. People telling me she still cheating with someone. Then I left her and gave my first kiss to a 25-year-old woman. Woo! I was 17 and I'm 21 right now. After giving my first kiss to this lady, it wasn't as special as I thought it would be. It really didn't feel like anything. It felt like air. In a sense, it was kind of gross. You know, after the kiss, I spat in a pot plant. When I walked away from her, I didn't do it in front of her. That would just be rude. It was kind of gross. Lipstick paste in my mouth. Maybe it's because it's someone who wasn't special to me and there was saliva. So when we came back to my home, all of the opportunities that I had been receiving, girls flirting with me, I began to not deny myself any pleasure. Any pleasure, except I kept my virginity and I didn't indulge in oral. No, didn't let them, you know, do that. Because I figured, flip, that's just as well losing my virginity. You can, like, what's it like if you were to say, yo, I'm a virgin, but I got a BJ, you know? It's kind of strange. So I got the experience of being with girls that have large breasts and large buttocks. Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this as a man who's been to the end of the tunnel, guys. I didn't get there naturally. I had to work my butt off. I had to learn from a lot of different people. Analyze and examine. What are you having? Examine. What are you having for your order? Examine. And I'm here to save you a lot of time, to cut down the learning curve for you. There is a better way to enlightenment. There is a better way to joy, to happiness, And I firmly believe that it is purity. Purity. I mean, the monks, the ancient monks, are light years ahead of us, guys. I mean, these guys are ahead of us, smart people. Us people with our degrees and certificates, this and of that, and our diplomas and our PhDs. Guys, these guys are in the future. These guys living their ancient lifestyle are ahead of us. Look at us, rushing to work. These guys are living in a smarter way. When you get a lot, when you meet people with a lot, when you see a lot, you will learn that less is more. Less is more. Simplicity is best. I can show you what's at the end of the tunnel, so that when you know what's at the end of the tunnel, you will choose to make your decisions and change your direction, affect your motion based on the information you've received from me. So basically, you're learning from my mistakes. What I'm telling you is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow isn't there. There's no pot of gold. It's not as great as the TV makes it look. Now, I'm saying this as a guy who only been touching and kissing and thingy, you know. I have not done that, but I have done other things, okay? During the time we were messing around, making out and touching each other, rubbing up against each other, just like an ice cream, okay? If you're into fitness, you might understand this a bit better. Just like ice cream is enjoyable while you are having it. Ice cream is enjoyable while having it. and then there's a bit of regret, or almost like a feeling of there's no feeling afterwards. So just while you're eating the ice cream, you enjoy it, and then when you're done, really it's not like a significant thing. In fact, you've just had something unhealthy, damaged your hormones, not good for you. So what I found was I became addicted. My whole mind revolved around woman, oh, woman. The whole time. It got so intense that I started dreaming about it. There was a woman who was going to kiss me, and as she was about to kiss me, I saw she was a snake. It was almost like the devil coming to suck my soul out of my mouth. And then I'm like, whoa. And I stepped on its skull. So that was, pretty creepy. I remember it happened, like one time I made out with 2 girls in the same day. Maybe for some of you, that's not a big thing. For me, I don't hear about that much. 2 girls in the same day. Breaking news. And back to you, Sarah, with the weather report. Eventually, my stomach began feeling like it was twisting. I felt nauseous from the kisses, and I wanted to take a break. So it came to a stage where the more I did it, the more addicted I became. And when I didn't get what I wanted, I felt sad. When I didn't get what I wanted, I felt depressed. Now, when I was with my friends, we were all rowdy. I don't know if that's the right word. We were all like noisy and jumping around and stuff, being those loud kids. And I got the opportunity to record a song.
Make it look a bit professional.
Now I'm here, ho!
Recording the kicking off the song, man. You know what it is. Keeping it tight. Sway gang, hustle life, nigga.
Decent quality studio with a guy that knows how to edit, make the quality of the voices sound good. And then I was like, no, forget about it. I wasn't interested. I was more interested in the girls that were at the high school. So if I could give my previous self some advice, if I could do it again. If I could go back in time, I would run up to my previous self and say, hey, don't do it, bruh. Don't do it, man. Trust me. Don't do it. Just leave these girls and focus on what you want to achieve in life. Focus on the change and the empowerment and the improvement in the world that you want to be. Leave these pointless distractions, leave this pointless pleasure, and leave the meaningless interactions. Focus on making a better planet. I will look myself in the eyes, nose, frost dragon, provoking eyes, and say, Paul, listen, I know these things seem really good right now. They seem really attractive and shiny. You don't know what's going to happen to you 3 years down the line. You don't know how it's going to affect your life 2 years from now. And yes, your friends are doing it. And yes, everyone else around you is doing it. And yes, it seems cool. And yes, if you don't do it and you say you're not about it, then people will laugh at you, make fun of you, and mock you. It's the price of being different, man. But who are they? They fade and pass away. They disappear. They are not permanently in your life. Who is permanently in your life forever is you. You will always be in your life. The others are merely drifting clouds that shift between the spaces in the sky, some passing shade, some giving rain, some giving snow, and some giving nothing. So forget about them. And to whoever's watching this, if you're watching this, take this information for yourself and listen to my words. I'm not saying I've done it all. I'm not saying I'm the alpha male. I'm not saying I'm the be-all, end-all solution, mastermind, monk, alpha, or whatever. I'm just saying I had an experience, and I want you to benefit from it. Whoever you are, whatever country you're watching from, whether you believe in God, whether you follow Buddha who walked the earth 2,500 years ago, or whether you worship Charles Darwin in the 21st century, this is for you. These other things are going to take up your time. These other things are going to cause heartbreak. These other things are going to take up the energy and willpower that can be used to forge weapons, that can be used to create destinies, that can be used to morph and wend broken paths into fixed paths and change lives for the better. This time can be used to soar like a phoenix out of the ashes, ascending into a glorious sky that is covered with clouds of platinum. Why? Why go after the tongues? Why go after the lips? Why go after the breasts and the asses? Leave it. Focus on what's truly important. Forget about peer pressure. Forget about people laughing at you. Forget about what society thinks of you. Because what they think will come and go. It will change. It will fluctuate. But what will not fluctuate, what will not change, is truth. Find your purpose and meaning in life and touch the lives of those around you. Boom, 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 boom. Explode with passion. Explode with art. Explode through self-expression. And learn to love living every single day.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Don't limit yourself to the thoughts and opinions of others. This goes out especially to my future children. If you're watching this, Dad loves you. I don't know when I'm gonna have you or when you'll come into existence, but I hope you're learning from these videos and thoughts and anecdotes that I'm sharing from this time of my age. I mean, look at me. I get laughed at for my username. Handsome Virgin. Subscribe, man. I get laughed at for my personal choices made as a 21-year-old man. Whatever you get laughed at about, don't stress about it. Don't worry. Relax. Be calm. Enjoy life. Take life like a fruit. Take life like water. Cherish it. Savor it. Engage in the liveliness of its bubbling flavor, and you will have wonderful memories to look back on. Because people's thoughts are like a comment section. Just leave it, man. Just leave it. Focus on your destiny, on your calling and ultimate destiny. I would not chase after women because all I felt in me was void. I felt like I was slowly losing my purpose in life, like I was dying inside. Even though I was so popular, such a booming and sprouting social life, happy with my friends and outgoing and doing these crazy things, I really felt when I was alone. I realized how lonely I am, even though I had such a social life. So the question, big boobs, big butt, is it worth it? My personal opinion, no. I wish I didn't do those things. But it is worth it if you marry the girl. If you marry her, I think I would have a much clearer conscience, you know. I think I would feel much cleaner. And I don't think it's a religious thing. And here's why it's not a religious thing. It's more of a deep thinking thing. For example, if you're married to her, you know that someone else isn't going to be leaving all kinds of lubricants inside of her. And even in the case of an affair, at least she will sleep around less when you are married. When someone's single, I mean, their body is a hotel. So there's a lot of tourists. That's how it seems to me in these days. And also she's yours and you know you are hers. It's almost like your hearts belong to each other. And in that way, it has more purpose and meaning because it's beautiful. You're building a life together, starting a family together, whatever your plans are. It's beautiful. You can rest with assurance that she will not be someone else's. For example, if you were not married. And let's say you do to her whatever you do to her, alright? And then one day she gets married to another guy. So everything you did to someone else's future. Hey, pasa, amigo! wife. Hear me out here. Before you start folding your arms and defending yourself and stoning me to death, hear me out. How would you like it if someone did those things, the things that you're doing to these women, that I did to these women, to do that to your mother when she was younger? I wouldn't want that. I don't think you would want that. I don't think anyone in their right mind would want that. So let's examine ourselves, guys. I wouldn't want someone to do it to me, so I will not do it to someone else. I hope that makes sense to you. I will treat others as I want to be treated. If you have a sister, would you be okay with someone doing those things to your sister? Okay, I don't have a sister, but if I did, I would probably say no. So it's more in that line of thinking. It's more about love. You see, it's really more about love. It's about considering others. It's about doing unto others as you want others to do unto you. And this may be a really hard concept to digest, especially when, you know, the thing that your life leans upon will be shaken by that kind of philosophy of doing unto others as you want others to do unto you. But obviously don't marry her just for her body. But I obviously, definitely would like a wife with a big butt and substantial breasts. However, that is not at the top of my priorities. You see, what comes first to me is her personality, her mindset, and her values. Because when you're with someone for long enough, their appearance no longer looks so different to you. It's no longer so exciting. The person's body will change. But what stays longer than the body are the core values that dwell within their soul. As you noticed, you get guys that have really attractive girlfriends, and then they really hate those girls because they're no longer interested in the body, because the body's there, but the girl is nagging. That's why you wouldn't want to put the bodily characteristics at the top of your list. Like I told you guys in other videos, I like to put a practical part at the end of each video. So this is the applicable part, something that you can apply to your life. What should you do instead of pursuing women and big butts and boobs? Pursue success, man. Pursue success. Because the chances of your skills breaking up with you are unlikely. It may happen over dinner. Look, it says bliss under the table. I didn't put that there. I'm telling you. Honestly, I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is. I had no idea about that. But it's unlikely. And your skills are not going to give you hassles, man. It's not going to be a distraction. You're going to be growing and adding on to your life. Eventually, you will find that improving your skills becomes a passion. Growing and learning more becomes a love. You fall in love with learning when you have a purpose. So what you can do is, remember this. Don't look for love. This is my opinion and my view. Don't look for love, but look for success and making the world a better place. And while you are on your purpose-driven journey, chances are that love will find you. And if love doesn't find you, you've found your love in what you love doing, in helping people. So I found that purity is more beautiful, more enjoyable, and more fulfilling than indulging in the dirtiest dirt. I mean, I'd rather have a loving family, see my own kid running around. Oh, there you are. Pick him up, teach him the ways of his father, teach him the ways of his ancestors, and tell him about the world of knowledge, the world of books, the world of finance, the world of skills, the world of strength, the world of martial arts, the world of wisdom. And tell him about things that fascinate the human mind. I'd rather have that than have a house full of women and pride and arrogance and shouting, fighting and lust. I mean, like pointless sex, meaningless intercourse. I'd rather have meaning in my life. This is one of the reasons why I am a virgin on purpose. I want more meaning in my relationship with my future wife. I've heard it said that you don't forget your first time. So the first time you have intercourse, you never forget it. It's tattooed to your brain, to your soul and your heart. So I would like my first time to be with the woman of my dreams. If you've already lost your virginity, keep what you have left. Whatever you have left, man. It's better than losing even what you have left. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. May you have a great day further. See you in the next one. Guys, just do this with me. Just do this with me. Listen, don't question. Just do this with me. This is the Handsome Virgin anthem. Vroom, vroom, vroom. You might say, but Paul, but Handsome Virgin. Do this for Handsome Virgin. It'll free you. It'll free you. Just do it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Your turn.